all my friends. Okay, so we're going to continue with chapter 20 now. We ended with 19, very, disturbing. His concubine is basically raped all night and left to die, and she did. She was dead when her master came up onto her, and when he spoke to her, she didn't answer, and so he took her, and then he later divided her up and sent her to 12 different places in Israel. To all the coast of Israel. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so let's move on. Chapter 20. Okay, remember to pray, and as I've said before, so that the Lord can reveal to you what it is that He wants you to know from His Word. You may receive something, you may not, or it may happen later. Okay. So when the children of Israel went out, and the congregation was gathered together as one man, from Dan even to Beersheba, the land of Gilead, unto the Lord in Mezpeh. And the chief of all the people, even of all the tribes of Israel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of God, 400,000 footmen that drew sword. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Israel were gone up to Mizpeh, Mizpeh, and said to the children of Israel, tell us, how was this wickedness? And the Levites, the husband of the woman that was slain, answered, said, I came to Gilead that belongeth to Benjamin, I and my concubine, to lodge. The men of Gilead rose against me, and beset the house around about upon me by night, and thought to have slain me, and my concubine have they forced that she is dead. And I took my concubine, and I cut her into pieces, and sent her throughout all the country of the inheritance of Israel, for they have committed lewdness and folly in Israel. Behold, you are all children of Israel. Give here your advice and counsel. And all the people rose one man, saying, we will not any of us go to his tent, neither will any of us turn into his house. But now this shall be the thing that we will do to Gibeah. We will go up by lot against it. We will take 10 men of 100 throughout all the tribes of Israel, and 100 of 1,000, and 1,000 out of 10,000, to fetch victuals for the people, that they may do when they come to Gibeah of Benjamin, according to all the folly that they have wrought in Israel. So all the men of Israel were gathered against the city, knit together as one man. And the tribes of Israel sent men throughout the tribe of Benjamin, saying, what wickedness is this that is done among you? Now, therefore, deliver us the men, the children of Belial, which are in Gibeah, that we may put them to death, and put away evil from Israel. But the children of Benjamin would not hearken to the voice of the brethren of the children of Israel. But the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together out of the cities unto Gibeah, and go out to the battle against the children of Israel. The children of Benjamin were numbered at the time out of the cities 26,000 men that drew sword, besides the inhabitants of Gibeah, which were numbered 700 chosen men. Among all these people there were 700 chosen men left-handed. Every one could sling stones at a hair's breadth and not miss. The men of Israel, besides Benjamin, were numbered 400,000 men that drew sword, all of these men of war. And the children of Israel rose and went up to the house of God, asked counsel of God, and said, which of us shall go up first to battle against the children of Benjamin? And the Lord said, Judah shall go up first. And the children of Israel rose up in the morning and encamped against Gibeonah. And the men of Israel went out to battle against Benjamin, and the men of Israel put themselves in array to fight against them at Gibeonah. And the children of Benjamin came forth out of Gibeonah and destroyed down to the ground of the Israelites that day 22,000 men. The people, the men of Israel, encouraged themselves and set their battle against the array in place where they put themselves in array the first day. And the children of Israel went up and wept before the Lord until even, and asked counsel of the Lord, saying, shall I go up to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother? And the Lord said, go up against him. And the children of Israel came near the children of Benjamin the second day. And Benjamin went forth against them out of Gibeonah. Second day, and destroyed down to the ground of the children of Israel again 18,000 men. All of these drew the sword. Then all the children of Israel and all the people went up and came unto the house of God and wept, and sat there before the Lord and fasted that day until even, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. And the children of Israel inquired of the Lord, for the ark of the covenant of God was there in those days. And the Philistines and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, stood before it in those days, saying, shall I yet again go out to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother, or shall I cease? And the Lord said, go up, for tomorrow I will deliver them into thy hand. Israel set liers in wait around Gibeonah. The children of Israel went up against the children of Benjamin on the third day, and put themselves in array against Gibeonah, as the other times. And the children of Benjamin went out against the people, and were drawn away from the city, and they began to smite of the people, and kill at the other times in the highways, of which one goes up to the house of God, and to the other to Gibeonah in the field, about 30 men of Israel. The children of Benjamin said, there are smitten down before us at the first. But the children of Israel said, let us flee, draw them from the city into the highways. And the men of Israel rose up out of their place, and put themselves in array at Baal-Tamar. And the liers in wait of Israel came forth out of their places, even out of the meadows of Gibeonah. And there came against Gibeonah 10,000 chosen men out of Israel, and the battle was sore, but they knew not that evil was near them. The Lord smote Benjamin before Israel, and the children of Israel destroyed of the Benjamites that day 25,100 men. All of these drew the sword. So the children of Benjamin saw that they were smitten. For the men of Israel gave place to the Benjamites, because they trusted unto the liers in wait which they had set beside Gibeonah. And the liers in wait hastened and rushed upon Gibeonah, and the liers in wait drew themselves along, and smote all the city with the edge of the sword. Now there was an appointed sign between the men of Israel and their liers in wait, that they should make a great flame of smoke rise up out of the city. And when the men of Israel retired in the battle, Benjamin began to smite and kill of the men of Israel about 30 persons, for they said, surely they are smitten down before us, as in the first battle. But when the flame began to rise up out of the city with a pillar of smoke. The Benjamites looked behind them, and behold, the flame of the city as descended up to heaven. And when the men of Israel turned again, the men of Benjamin were amazed, for they saw that evil was come upon them. Therefore they turned their backs before the men of Israel unto the way of the wilderness, but the battle overtook them, and them which came out of the cities they destroyed in the midst of them. Thus they were enclosed, and the Benjamites round about, and chased them and trod them down with ease over against Gibeah toward the sun rising. And there fell of Benjamin 18,000 men. All of these were men of valor. And they turned and fled toward the wilderness unto the rock of Rimmon, and they gleaned of them in the highway 5,000 men, and pursued hard after them unto Gidom, and slew 2,000 men of them. So that all which fell that day of Benjamin were 25,000 men that drew the sword. All of these were men of valor. But 600 men turned and fled to the wilderness unto the rock of Rimmon, and abode in the rock of Rimmon 4 months. The men of Israel turned again upon the children of Benjamin, and smote them with the edge of the sword, as well the men of every city, as the beast, and all that came to hand. So they set on fire all the cities that they came to. Okay, the next chapter is chapter 21. And it says, the people bewail the desolation of Benjamin. The elders consult how to find wives for those that were left. So, that's what happened because a few handful of men decided to do evil. Yeah, okay. I think I better stop here because I only have a few minutes left before we continue with this next chapter here. And we will continue on the next video. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, leave me a comment, and any thoughts that you may have. Even if you don't understand what it is that I'm reading, if you want to, ask me a question about it. I have questions myself. I ask my good friend AM. I ask, my Christian friends who are my brothers and sisters all the time for clarification. Because, like I said, I'm not a minister. I don't know all things. God reveals to me what I should know, and if something does occur, or something is revealed to me, I will share that with you, of course. Okay? All right, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye.